What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to today's Clash of Clans video. We have a very exciting one for you today. We are going to be copying the #1 player in the world, copying his strategy and seeing how many 3 stars we can get. We are talking about iTzu. Now, iTzu has been #1 across this entire Legend League. Now, right now, he's there in 15th place. It's all to do with how many attacks people have done already in a Legend League day and how many defenses taken. So it's not until the end of the day, when people have taken all of their 8 defenses and they've done all of their 8 attacks, that you truly know who is there at #1. But iTzu has been using the Queen Charge into hogs. Now, I think he's been modifying his strategy a little bit. The army you see on your screen right now is the army that he used whilst we were out in Poland, and he did give me a few pointers. I was trying to do it myself as well, trying to learn the strategy, and actually it's been going okay. Apart from that 1 star there where we had a bit of a lapse in concentration, sent my hogs in from the wrong side, it has certainly been going okay. So let's get into this and see how many 3 stars we can get. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you do not miss out. Now guys, I will be bringing back the videos where we take your army composition, so let me know down in the comments, #strategy followed by what you would like me to use. Before we get into this first attack, what can we upgrade? Right now, we can only upgrade the Grand Warden and the Barbarian King, and I don't want to upgrade any of them because we don't have the Book of Heroes. So we are just going to be upgrading walls, unfortunately, but let's go ahead and upgrade many of them in order to upgrade our base. That's exactly the aim of the game, guys. We're going to be pretty close here in terms of, if I can select the right bit of wall, in terms of elixir. I think we should use the Rune of Elixir and just get that over and done with. Even if we were to use that to then upgrade the Grand Warden, it wouldn't really make sense because we don't have the Book of Heroes. So I'm just going to upgrade as many as possible. Then moving over to the season challenges, we might as well collect that elixir, guys. There is a Rune of Elixir that we can collect, and I think that was everything I planned to collect right now. Yes, it is. Can we upgrade one more? We can. The walls are flying up. I think there was some wall rings there, but let's get into the first attack for you guys. 8 Legend League attacks. I will try and pick the best ones across this day in order to show you. But let's get into the first one. Explain how to use this strategy. It is a 4-corner style base. Right, you want to try and take the Eagle Artillery. You also want to try and take the enemy Queen. So it would be nice to come in from this kind of left-hand side, because there's no way we're going to be able to charge the entire base. I think we probably need to come to the left. There's a multi there. Send the hogs in from the top as long as our queen gets far enough through. I think if we send the P.E.K.K.A. from the side here, that could create the funnel at the top there. You don't want the P.E.K.K.A. then basically walking and distracting your queen. Let's put the king here. And probably, no, it's probably not worth sending anything else. We could send a wizard there. Actually, I've wasted that. Let's put the queen, the wall wrecker, send 1 balloon in order to test. We could get a wizard onto that archer tower, look, which is distracted. It might actually take down our wizard, but we might be able to get 1 hog on there and test that out. Queen should come into the base. Oh no, she's going to walk around, guys. Press that king's ability to try and force her in, but it hasn't quite worked. All is not lost as we are continuing to move through with the wall wrecker. Had to adapt there and make sure to use a freeze spell to allow the wall wrecker through. Let's now use a rage onto the queen. Not going too bad. I'm actually not going to use the poison at the moment. We could do with the wall wrecker getting through. It just about did. Let's freeze this. Now I'm going to send just a couple of hogs to try and take that down as best as possible, because it is sniping onto my healers. Can we get that? That obviously means you have less hogs moving into the base, but it's not looking looking too bad here. Queen is going to get the town hall, and if the Hog Riders, yes they are, they didn't. I thought they had the expo, but we're sending most of them in through the top. We've got giant bombs, so I am going to let's send that balloon in there, see if we can snipe that off. Then let's go ahead. Oh, the Queen has lost it in terms of her healers. Let's use the Grand Warden's ability with the Hog Riders. Queen's ability, might as well use the rage for the hogs here as well. Not quite sure if we are going to get this, especially because of the expo at the top. A couple of Hog Riders split across. We need to save the heal spell for the bottom of the base here. Let's try and get Goblin there, get the minion there with the other one. Then let's use the heal, saving onto the poison just in case any skeletons pop. With that 1 star, in fact no, it was the 92% 2 star that you've seen, I put the poison in too quickly. Let's use it onto the king to slow him down. I tried to basically just swag it, thought I wasn't going to be able to get the 3, and actually I would have been able to had I have saved the poison. It doesn't look like we're going to get this, guys. We're probably going to run out of time. 42 seconds, but what do you think in the comments? It is going to be a close one. We might just get it if the hogs get through the king, which they do. I think we're going to start off with a 3 star, and guys, I will try and give you some tips for the Queen Charge into hogs as we move through this video. I hope you're enjoying it. Be sure to leave a like if you are, and leave a like if you would like me to get iTzu onto the channel. That's something that when we were out in Poland we did discuss, but there you go. 3 stars it is. 40 trophies to start us off, alongside some money in terms of loot into our treasury. We can go ahead and upgrade a couple of more walls. Then we just need to wait of these troops, so why don't we use a training potion? I could use the hero potion as well, that might actually be helpful, but for you guys, let's continue attacking without maxed heroes. Let's come back when we have another attack. We are locked and ready to go, guys. We have the army cooked up, and we also have it cooking up again in the background. Make sure you never forget about that, especially if you are running your boost. As soon as you get back from the attack, your heroes will have been cooking in the background as well, but your army will be ready to go, or it should be. So let's dive into the next attack. Hopefully we can get as much success. How are you guys enjoying Legends League? Let me know in the comments what you think and what strategy are you using. Again, I do want to bring back the videos where I use your strategies, so recommend something in the comments and you might be picked for the next video. Let's dive into the next attack and try and talk you through it. So, a single target inferno, not ideal. Again, Queen and the Eagle tend to be key defenses. The King is also a key one to get. I think if we charge from the bottom of the base up through here to the town hall, then might be able to send the hogs through this thick area here. Probably a heal needed there in between the wizard tower and the inferno, and a heal to this top area as well where we have splash. For inferno, probably have to hope the Queen gets through there. So where do we start the P.E.K.K.A funnel? I think if we start the P.E.K.K.A on that barracks, then it moves to the left, we should be good. King here in order to start the funnel there, to get a wizard here to help, followed by the wall wrecker, a balloon to test. The Queen, she should go into the base now, and as soon as she takes some damage, we will indeed use the healers. I do not want the healers going onto the King, so let's go ahead and use that. Let's use the King's ability. Let's use a freeze here in order to try and help that wall wrecker through the walls. You do not... Oh, the healers still went to the King! What are they doing? Not what we wanted. Let's freeze that expo again. We didn't quite get as far enough in as I would have liked to, especially with that single target inferno. Could have really done with freezing that. Let's hope that the P.E.K.K.A gets through the wall here. Is the inferno locked onto the P.E.K.K.A? It gets through. It is locked onto the P.E.K.K.A, but it should get through, and the Queen should hopefully take that down. We've lost all of the healers. Where did they go? Wow, this is not looking good, guys. This is not what you need. So we are going to have to send the hogs in quickly. We just need to make sure that the queen is going to get that town hall, which I'm pretty sure she will. So I'll send in most of the hogs. Yeah, let's send the rest of them in. The queen is going to get that town hall. Now let's use a heal here to try and get through this multi. Try and protect our queen if we can. We used the poison. Let's rage here and let's use the Grand Warden's ability to help them through. That was beautiful, guys. As they get through, let's rage the far end as well as the hogs come through. Then we will use a heal here for the multi. Definitely not going to be a 3-star, not going to be as high of a percentage, but it should be okay here. We might not fall as short as what you think. Try to adapt very quickly there. Use the Grand Warden's ability with the rage. If only we had that poison spell or another poison spell, we could probably take these skeletons. We managed to protect the queen, but she has gone down to the king. So even though we have a lot of hog riders left, we might run out of time, but we might be okay, guys. Imagine if them healers had have survived. So the one single thing that I love about this army is how it teaches you to adapt. There's a lot of troops and spells that you can use in a number of ways. For instance, the freeze spell. You notice that I used it onto the expos. That was to protect my wall wrecker to try and get further into the base. You can use it to freeze multi-infernos if they are on your healers. You could use it to freeze a single if it's on your queen. Any other defenses. We are going to fall short on time, I think, guys. 12 seconds. Are we going to get it done, or is it going to be a 99%? Hog Riders going to the clan castle. They are going to start taking this down incredibly quickly, and we get it. Another 3-star for the Hog Riders. Queen Charge into hogs. What a beast of an army, guys. 2 3-stars for you. What a way to start the video. Hopefully you've seen there as well, taking out them key defenses. Try and adapt. I sent the Hog Riders in quick enough, but I made sure to hold on to some of them in case we needed to hit the town hall. A lot of the time you can wait, and as soon as you know, for instance, if your queen goes down, you might then pick up the percentage towards 51 and send the Hog Riders just for the town hall. You might get to see an example of that, but we might continue to smash in the 3-stars, guys. Let's come back when we have another attack. Well, guys, here we go. Can we make it a triple 3-star? Any of you guys that follow me on Instagram will know that we got a triple 3-star just yesterday using this strategy. I think at the start of the episode we even showed that, did we? I think we did. Anyways, guys, let's dive into the next attack and hope that we can get it. Again, you can be very adaptable with this strategy. So let's see what we come up against. It is another 4 corners base. I see these so often, the island style bases. If you guys want to have a detailed guide on how to beat this style of base, be sure to watch the video I will link at the end. It will tell you everything you need to know. Now the eagle is interestingly in the middle. A lot of the time I've seen this base where it is here. I'm going to basically break either corner, but where is the queen? Interestingly, she's down the bottom. Normally I break in from this right side and take the multi, but the queen down here means I could break in from this side instead. I think that's what I'm going to do. A little bit unorthodox this. Not quite what I normally do, but let's give it a try. As we come in with the king, let's put a couple of wizards behind that pecker. Let's put a wizard here, a couple of hogs. Let's go with poison onto the balloons to hopefully take that down. King's ability, don't get hit from the balloons. I should have probably froze the balloons. In fact, I'm going to, guys, just to allow that king through, because he will get fried as soon as he gets hit by the balloons. Let's go ahead and put a wizard there. The queen's still standing, but that should be okay. I'm actually going to put a couple of hog riders here to test. Balloon. Healers on for the queen, and we are looking good at this point. We need the queen to go into the base here. She should actually, because the king is there. Let's go ahead and freeze this to allow the wall wrecker through, and then let's use the rage onto the queen. The P.E.K.K.A comes out and is flying forward. We did get a black mine there as well, which is always nice. Let's go ahead and use another balloon. Where is my queen going? The healers nearly went across to the queen. Not what we wanted. We do need the queen to try and get the eagle in the center, but the fact that we didn't open up the wall compartment is not great, guys. I am going to have to wait here and see what happens. Healers again stuck on the queen. I don't really, on the P.E.K.K.A, sorry, didn't really want to put anything else in. Come on, queen, take that town hall. She is going to get it, guys. Let's go ahead and rage this again. Allow the queen through. Then let's put the hog riders in here in front of the queen. Let's press her ability. Grand Warden in here as well. Couple of healers. We might have been a bit slow on the hogs, but let's see if we can get it. Giant bomb potentially here, so let's heal as the hog riders come through, as they had been hit by the eagle as well. Lovely to get through them giant bomb areas and splash damage. Let's use the Grand Warden's ability. Missed a lot of the hogs. I was trying to get the queen in that as well. This is awful with the hogs splitting. I've decided to use that final heal spell to try and help the hog riders through. I don't have a poison. Still got a lot of the base to take down here, guys. I'm not sure that we're going to get it. Let's get a minion at the top in order to help. So many skeletons in this area. Hog riders going down fast. I'm not sure that we're going to get this. The fact that we didn't get into the base itself in order to get that eagle has really fried us, and it is too good to be true. We're not going to get the triple 3 stars. Still a valiant effort. Still, you can see how this strategy is certainly a high 2-star strategy as well, guys. 85%. Nothing to grumble about. Getting a lot of the trophies, but just not quite as good as a 3-star. Let's see if we can rescue it. Let's see if we can get one final 3-star for you. 87% 2-star, and we lost out on 12 trophies because of that. It almost seems scandalous that they wouldn't give us even more than that, but I am happy because the 3 stars, it should be something special. We have a couple of more minutes before our heroes are ready. Then we will get the clan castle troops again. Did we just get the star bonus again? We did. Wow, even more walls. You guys might stop complaining to me about my walls being so low. I'm actually going to quickly check because I think we had some wall rings in here, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe, yes, there we go. 5 wall rings. Very nice. That will open, you know, one more extra bit of wall upgraded. Then we'll come back for the final attack of the episode. Let's hope that we can get a 3-star and finish up this one in style. And I hope this has helped to teach you a little bit about the hog riders as well. But let's come back for that final attack. Okay, for the final attack, guys, I will be honest with you, we just did an attack and it did not record. I pressed record and it didn't even do it. So this is the base we attacked. Once I've done this final attack, I will come back and fast forward through it, at least so you guys can see. But can we get another 3-star? Can we make it 3 3-stars for this episode? If not, I might be able to show you at least how to salvage the 2-star within attacks. And again, if you want to see me attack with your chosen strategy, be sure to let me know down in the comments. It's another island base. I told you these are super common. Now this one is definitely a bit different because the town hall is at the bottom. I'm thinking if we charge the queen into this area, we can get access to the queen itself, maybe send the hogs into the town hall. We should be close to the 51 at that point, and then at least get across to the eagle as well. Definitely a bit different, this one. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the best option, guys. So let's go with the king here. I normally follow that up with a couple of wizards. Send in a hog as well just to kind of help. Then let's send in P.E.K.K.A. Whoop, didn't go in. Followed by a couple of wizards. Let's use the king's ability. And we don't really need to send a hog rider there. We really don't. Let's use a wizard here. Expo locked straight onto it. Queen, wall wrecker. Balloon in order to test, followed by, once the queen has taken some damage, some of the healers to help out. Now we can get a wizard in. We don't have a lot of cleanup troops here, guys, left over, but we need this compartment open, which we did. Do we need this poison? I don't think we do, actually. I don't think we do. I think we rage early on here, allow the queen to come in, and let's save the poison for if we need it with the Hog Riders. Normally with these styles of bases, you do come across a lot of the skeleton traps like hidden within here. I've frozen the multi because that was doing a lot of damage to the healers, and you need to keep the healers. They can take a little bit of a beating, but you need to protect them. Ice Calling is going to pop in a second, so we don't quite need to use that rage, but I'll use it ready for when that freeze spell stops. Onto the queen and forward we go. Looking nice, 36%. We can use the minion here in order to help that. We can get one wizard there in order to help with percentage. Let's use the freeze here. Healers are taking a bit of damage. Queen did just about take that. I didn't even see the air defense at the bottom, so let's put the rage in. Need to wait this a little bit longer. The queen's taking a lot of damage here. We're going to press that ability. Now let's send the Hog Riders in. They should just about get to the 51% and the Town Hall activated by the time we get there. Hopefully. Let's just see what they can do. Let's use a heal spell here as they move through. Waiting on that Warden's ability if I can. Queen has gone down. Definitely not going to be a 3-star. Let's use that ability. Hopefully it sees them through the Giga Bomb here as well. Let's hope it does. And oh, it didn't time it right, guys. It just missed the Giga Bomb. There's a lot of them skeletons, which we talked about, so we get the poison onto that. We do have a goblin, which can now help on the outside here, but it is only going to be about a 72 to 5% 2-star. Not the best. Definitely not the best. The Giga Bomb, I used the ability just that little bit early. It's going to be, yeah, probably about 72%. Exactly the same, I think, as the attack we did without pressing record. Checking, and it's definitely recording this time. Again, every 3% you get over the 2 stars, you will get some extra trophies. So just let your troops do what they need to do. It's good practice for the Clan War Leagues. We're going to finish up with 73%. Now let's very quickly show you the 72. We did indeed just about beat it. So for this one, it's obviously a base trying to get us to come in from the top. So I tend to crack in from the side, try and come into the center, get the eagle in the town hall, send my hogs from the other side. Again, you want to wait before you deploy the hogs so that if you have to, you can send them to the town hall, use the Grand Warden's ability, and boom, you've got the 2 stars. You're far better off getting a 2-star than a high percentage 1-star. Wall Wrecker comes through. We got the queen in nicely, moving through the base here. That first freeze spell was needed for the Wall Wrecker to get through that a little bit more. Should have used a freeze spell a little bit earlier here as well. So we managed well there. Should have froze right now as the eagle locks onto the healers. We missed the freeze on the eagle, and look at how quickly the healers went down. It lost our queen pretty quickly from that stage. We had the 1-star, so the hogs came in at the bottom, but the queen was then not able to continue charging through the top of the base, so we ended up stalling out. Hog Riders go down, but it still gives us that save too. If you guys do want to see my guide breaking down the island style bases, them 4-corner style bases that you've just seen, I'd highly recommend it. Go ahead and check this video here. You can use hogs, but I recommend Lava Loon or the Drag Loon. You will see it in this video. Go ahead and watch it, guys, but that wraps it up for this one. Until next time, peace out.